Good evening, VB Nation. My name is Ryan and welcome to the channel. Now in tonight's presentation, I did utilize the software to come up with an idea that I think is phenomenal and, well, to be honest, I think it's a great idea in this current market scenario. That's right, I'm going to show you exactly where in the software I went to find this idea, being ETFs, to help you diversify and protect your portfolio in this overbought market scenario. Now, if this is something that you're interested in, let's go ahead and kick this thing off and get started. Now, you know I don't like to just give you stocks, or well, in this case, ETFs, without giving you a better picture. So when I go into the VectorVest 7 system, I look for patterns and common themes. Now, that being said here, starting with the major indices, they're all up to date. But look at the VectorVest Composite, it is slightly to the downside. Just as a reminder, the VectorVest Composite is over 9,000 stocks that we're tracking throughout the US market. Now that being said, I can already probably assume that most of this downside action here in the VVC is probably due to the Russell 2000 or smaller to mid caps in general. Now that being said, the color guard is neutral and VectorVest advocates caution when buying stocks at this time. Now if we look here, we see the color guard, we got yellow, red lights across the board. Not a lot of bullish indications at this moment, but however, we are getting a change in direction here with the trend column. You can see that the up here in the first component, that refers to our primary wave. Now this will be our fastest moving market timing indicator and will be the first sign of a change of direction in the market. So the primary wave did flash up, you can see as of today. So we would like to wait for confirmation at market close today. However, I have been noticing that this price column here has flashed green a couple times this morning as I was looking throughout it, but you can see it's yellow right now. The price of the VectorVest Composite being lower than it was yesterday, as well lower than it was from 5 days ago. Now the pattern that I see here is that, look at this, out of the top 5 here, 2 of them being ETFs. So I have a feeling investors are diversifying their portfolios to include more ETFs for protection in this overbought market scenario. Now, all this being said, let's go ahead and jump into the RT Industries to look into this furthermore. All right, now I did bring you to the Viewers tab, so let me just show you something real quick. Over on the left, we have something called the Industry Viewer, which is where I'm currently at. Here, we actually track over 222 industries throughout the US market, giving you a great idea of what's working in the economy and what's currently not that favorable. Now, that being said, I'm looking at the top 10 industries right now, and I'm seeing that common theme or pattern that I was discussing on the homepage continue even further. That being said, here we can see 5, that's correct. Half of the top 10 industries are ETFs right now. So I'm not surprised that investors are jumping into ETFs to help diversify their portfolios in this overbought market. Now that being said here, there's a couple categories. We see biotech at the top of the list. Not surprised at all with a potential interest rate cuts occurring later this year. Now in addition to that, we do have transportation here. I have been promoting transportation stocks for quite a bit ever since I put out that Panama Canal story several months ago, and they've done very well. In addition, we have real estate. No surprise, I just did another short this morning on real estate. Mortgage demand jumped 10%. So I see this being a great space right now. In addition to that, we do have telecom services and health. Now, this being said, something I love about the VectorVest software here, all I have to do simply is just right click on that industry and go to view stocks and industry group. Now, the window that came up today will show you the top ETFs actually in this space right now. You can see that they're actually all currently down today, so a rough day for biotech in general. But look at these RTs over here. Again, RT looks at the short-term price trend and just lets us know if it's trending up, trending down, or if the trend is rather neutral. Now, that being said, all of these RTs here are great ratings. Again, this scales on a 0 to 2 scale. The further you get away from one speaks to the magnitude of that trend. That's how easy it is to find some of the top industries utilizing the VectorVest 7 software. Now, in addition, I have gone through all of these industries here and done the same exact method. So I did put a watch list together. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at this watch list of ETFs I have for you. All right, what you've all been waiting for, here is my list of ETFs to potentially play in this overbought market scenario. Now, that being said, I did the same strategy for each industry, just looked at the top performing ETFs in each of those categories. Now, that being said, I chose 5 leverage ETFs here and 5 regular ETFs to give you an option if you're more of a gunslinger. Otherwise, if you're more conservative in nature or new to ETFs in general, I do not recommend getting into leverage ETFs. You can see most of these leverage ETFs are appearing at the top of the list. So no surprise if something is leveraged, that trend is going to be a little bit stronger. Now at the top of the list, we do have Nail here. That's 3 times leverage for the home builders. In addition, we got 3 times bio. Now DRN is a real estate investment trust, which is 3 times leverage. In addition, we do have the pharmacy, 3 times leverage being pill. And then down below here, we do have Dow Transportation, 3 times leverage, or TPOR. Now, as far as my single ETFs here, at the top of the list, we do have Spider Biotech or XBI. In addition, we do have Breakwaves Shipping ETF, symbol BDRY. Now, if you come across the ETF you're not familiar with, again, the VectorVest software makes it very easy for us. So simply all I have to do is just right click and go to View Full Stock Analysis Report, and it tells us exactly what it is. Now, the Breakwave Dry Bulk Shipping ETF is an exchange-traded fund incorporated in the USA. The objective is to have the daily changes in percent terms of the shares NAV reflect the daily change in percentage terms of the average settlement prices for a basket of dry bulk freight futures. Now, this is the same exact ETF I promoted when the Houthis started making their attacks in the Red Sea, causing a lot of shipping problems. And I saw an article this morning coming out that they just recently launched their largest attack on these ships. So definitely check that out on Google. But again, I am bullish when it comes to the shipping ETF here. Now, in addition to that, I do have the ProShares Ultra Telecom here. This will be 3 times leverage. And I have the Vanguard Telecom being a single 1-to-1 ratio. And down below, we do have the S&P Healthcare or XLV. Now, good things I like about these ETFs here, we do have all buy ratings. As far as the RT relative timing, they're all currently in an uptrend right now. Now, just be careful because the CI here, which simply means that the ETF or stock likes to go up more than it goes down. We see that's not the case here. The only one here with a strong CI rating is Nail. We have TPOR here at 0.9. Not a strong rating, but pretty high for this list. Also, we have LTL and VOX here with a CI of 1.5. All right, now I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Again, the whole reason behind this video was simply because I was seeing a pattern in the VectorVest 7 software that makes sense, that with the MTI so high right now and the market in overbought situations, being diversified in ETFs is not a bad route to go. Now, that being said, my 2 favorite categories would both be real estate and the shipping ETFs. However, don't sleep on the others because the VectorVest 7 system is giving them great ratings. Now, if you found this video informative and you see the potential to make profit with this information, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Good night.
Hey VV Nation, our next free VectorVest Portfolio Challenge is about to kick off. Folks, you want to learn how to remove bad stocks from your portfolio and know which are the best stocks to buy, and better yet, to know when to buy them? Let me break it down for you real quick. We're going to teach you how to become an expert at stock analysis. We're going to help you to know when to sell and weed out the bad stocks from your portfolio. We're going to teach you when to buy and put the probability on your side. We're going to help you to know what to buy and how to cherry pick great candidates. And one last thing, to simplify your day with a 10-minute management plan. Folks, you don't want to miss this. It is free. Go to www.vectorvest.com/PC, and you want to do it now.
Yeah.